it. I know one day I started to watch it, and like I didn't know the science fiction behind it, like the whole whatever is going on. I just thought it was a
All right, guys, we'll be starting shortly.
It was like,
okay, homie.
Just waiting for the go-ahead from Simon.
Finishing. He was like, nah, it's not for me. But if I would have just waited a little bit longer, it would have got crazy, and I'd have been sucked in.
Wait, are you talking? Or are you just...
You're muted, yeah.
I think you're looking at something. Hey, Tux.
Yes,
Have you ever seen The Clerks?
I need some water.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen the movie The Clerks?
The Clerks.
Yeah, with Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, hey, I took some pictures.
15 bucks, little man.
No, I was just saying, like, that would be a good movie to watch.
I wish I would have done a video.
On the Discord. It's
just
pretty
wasn't fast
fast.
enough.
We better.
Tell
You
it's
see.
dark because I won't remember. So.
Are you talking about Clerks, Yosh?
Hey, what's up, Who Done? We haven't seen you at Joe Club.
Yeah, I took a break, a little break.
Video.
No. You're going to be coming next Monday?
Been a memory.
We're going to
Hey
be
guys,
doing
we're starting the show.
different.
Dark, you want to come back?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I need
I've been
to.
waiting for her to kick my ass for about, let's see, we met in
I
December.
that's what I was just
April.
thinking. Like, I need to.
Rodney's got it, I think.
Oh, all right then. Yeah.
We weren't sure if you were going to be here tonight because of the.
I don't even think I need
hotel
the fucking
Disabled?
cable. Oh, yeah, I would
Dave,
take that as a sign.
I said
too.
hi.
Hydrant doesn't
She's
change.
trying to
I'm
hit me.
stable. I'm flatlining.
Yeah, so that's why.
Does this mean like
Yeah,
front
Tux, you
row?
lucky slate holding
I
me
don't know
back.
about this.
Yeah,
okay.
get her.
Some jumping seats right there.
We should probably go down there.
Bring the knives out.
Okay.
All right, y'all go down there.
How Simon's going to smell
In
or
about
something?
20
We
minutes.
just jump over. No, we
No, I don't
can't
think you
jump
can
over.
jump.
Hey, did
Wait, when you said down there, you mean like right here?
didn't they say that?
Oh, like right there?
We're down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unknown Theater for Binge Nation! Grab your butt plugs and give it up huge for Dark Wolf, Faisal Buttons, and Colin Aiken!
Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Binge Nation, where we talk about movies and TV shows. Well, this week is just movies. I am Colin Aiken. This is my co-host Faisal Button. We've got Dark Wolf over there from Grown Folks Gaming. Welcome everybody to the show. For those who have not been here before, it is an interactive show with you guys in the audience. And as I say every week, you put your fucking hand up, you're going to get fucking laughed at. So this week we're talking about what's getting to be my favorite way of describing the bullshit that we watch sometimes, a dumpster fire of a movie called ICU. And we're also talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once.
He's the only one that.
So
Yes.
I say we start with ICU.
Right.
If everybody
Yes,
else likes
yes,
it, I'll
yes.
let you guys fucking say your piece and then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Just if you like the movie.
Sorry. I think ICU is the reason why we haven't seen Helen Hunt in a long time.
Oh yeah. I thought the movie was
Creepy
good
as hell.
Damn, she got old. Fuck.
Oh man,
Yes.
she had
And
that-
facelifted.
It was a little disconcerting because I haven't seen her since like Mad About You days, and then seeing her now is just a little. I mean, she doesn't look bad for her age. It's just that if you're seeing a person 15 years ago is last time you saw them, it's just a little disconcerting seeing them now.
Yeah. And she was
I'm sure people say the same thing about me.
She was completely and utterly fucking useless in that movie. Her character could have never
She was-
existed,
she-
and it wouldn't have
right.
changed shit in the movie.
I totally agree.
But you liked it, seriously. It's like, you guys don't fucking tell me you liked it, because I'm like,
I did not care for it personally.
Really? I thought it was a fantastic movie. It was good.
I fuck.
The threat of being shot. Yeah. I liked it better than the other one.
Yeah, tell us why you liked it. Tell us why you liked it.
Okay, so it was almost like the butterfly effect, where for like the first half of the movie, you really didn't have anything that was going on. You had like 1/3 of it, and then after the second part, they started putting all the pieces together. But it wasn't even until the end where they really just started putting everything together, all the aha moments and
what aha moments?
Okay, well,
there wasn't a single aha moment.
I kind of figured that. I kind of figured
that
that
explained. Okay, yeah.
I kind of figured that dad had something to do with the kids disappearing at the very beginning, but I just couldn't figure out how until they actually revealed the information.
So, for those who haven't seen, yeah. Well,
wait, just to be clear,
they didn't. They did everything in line, and then they fucking. It was like they could have made it like a 2-episode show. The first episode where it looks like something supernatural happens, and then the second episode where it's like, oh no, there's fucking people living in my fucking house taking all my kids.
Yeah, and I feel like that's where they kind of dropped the ball, is that they should have leaned more into that supernatural aspect at the beginning of it and made it a little bit more than what we got. I just kind of felt like it wasn't a good supernatural movie, and it wasn't a good whodunit movie.
So the reason why I suggested it was because someone had asked me to watch it because I have a knack for picking up little details in stuff that we watch. So they wanted to know if I would pick up on all the clues. So I'm watching it, and for those who haven't seen it, the movie starts where this fucking kid driving a bike through a forest, and then something lifts him up off of his bike and he flies into the air. And then it cuts to a fucking woman making pancakes, and it's just like, they're like it's just like I found no real continuity in the movie. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I gotta look for clues. So about 5 minutes into the movie, somebody's walking up a flight of stairs and there's a picture missing from a picture frame. I'm like, okay, fuck. Okay, picture missing from picture frame. All right, cool. I got the first clue. And then about 10 minutes later, he walks up the stairs again and there's a second picture missing. So I'm like, okay, fuck. Okay, some fucking ghost is pulling kids off their bikes and they're stealing fucking pictures because they don't like this fucking woman. And okay, now the silverware's gone. Okay, fuck, something really doesn't like these people. And then it cuts to the fucking second part, and it's just fucking people living in the crawl space in their attic. Right. Like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit? And another part that I didn't like about the abduction of the kid, okay, how he go, like, for those who have seen it, he really fucking goes flying and his arms are up like this. And days later, when they're doing the investigation, they're walking through the path where the kid went missing. And this cop finds like a wire that was tied around the base of a tree, not even the fucking middle of the tree, but a base of a tree. And they're trying to use that as the fucking device that pulled the kid off of his bike. But I'm sorry, unless that fucking rope caught him by the throat, there's no way his arms would have been able to lift to get knocked off the bike. Because it would have been caught by the rope.
Yeah, you'd have to be extremely lucky to be caught at that exact spot.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, man? You good, Mike?
I'm good, man. I'm in the UK, so we don't have that show here, obviously.
It's a movie on Netflix.
We're waiting for the next one.
Or maybe we do that. I'll have to check.
If you have internet, you have that.
It's movie. Like. Yeah, so what I didn't like about how they did the movie was they built up the first half of the movie to make it look like it's something supernatural, and then they just completely fucking ruin any suspense that they built up.
Right. By
cutting to the fucking hand shaky camera of people fucking breaking into the house and living there because they're froggers. And I shit you not, the second they switched to that, I'm just like, fuck this movie, and I'm just watching it to the fucking
And then the kid turned out to be like a victim of the dad, right, at the end. And then I guess I wasn't quite sure, like, was he, I guess he already knew before he agreed to do this house, or did he find out once he got in there that he saw the guy?
So I watched something about it just to see, like, okay, did I fucking miss something? Like, is this really better than I think it is? So I sat there and I watched like a half an hour long video about the movie. Okay,
I hate
just
this
because,
movie
like
so
I said,
much,
it was
I'm gonna watch
suggested.
another video.
Well, it's because
Oh my god.
I was asked to make sure that I found all the clues. So
That's dedication, folks.
Yeah.
Like I do this for
Dedication.
you fucking people, okay? I just like if it wasn't for you fucking people, I would have never watched the movie.
If nothing was said originally, you probably
didn't you
would've liked it.
suggest it though?
I suggested it because I was asked to watch it.
You asked to watch.
As a single person, probably. I don't know who would tell you to watch it.
Well, I figured make it a group event, see if everybody else picked up on the clues. But so the thing that bothers me about the kid or the guy who was a potential victim when he was younger is unless you're fucking clairvoyant.
Yes.
There's really no clues other than the fact that he really wants to mess with the family, that he has it out for the father who ended up being the original killer and the one who's kind of acting like the copycat now.
Right. Yeah, because they withhold that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
know.
they play around all the time, and they withhold information. Kind of. I felt kind of like it's a cheat to try to throw you off.
Should we get going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it was a cheat.
Who's seen the? Does anyone know what movie we're talking about? So is it
No
I
idea.
like the letter I and the letter
Yeah.
C and the letter
No.
U?
No.
Like you
I-
Okay, 'cause that's the movie
SEYOU.
I watched. I watched that movie. And so I'm like, I don't
that
know
one
what
better?
you're talking about.
Was that one better?
Also, who done it? It's like, oh man, who are these people living in the house rent free? That's what it's kind of about. Oh damn! And actually, oddly enough, Helen Hunt was in this movie too. So, I'm embarrassed. Do you remember? Helen Hunt? Hold on, wait. Helen Hunt was in this movie where she people who are like paralyzed and can't have sex, and then like they kind of there's people that's their job. They're like intimacy enthusiasts, and so basically people who are paralyzed, they help them have sex. And Helen Hunt was in a movie where she's like that. She plays that character who has that job, and she bangs like a quadriplegic.
Was she like does this or something or what?
No, like full on like real sex. So
All right.
anyways, yeah. Sorry, keep going. What were
Is
you
this a
saying?
movie that you filmed in?
That's
Did you star in?
No,
That's
look
some
it
therapy
up.
right
I think she
there.
was
She's a
nominated
paraplegic.
for an Oscar.
Hey,
Right on
Rodney,
time.
Simon.
Hi.
She's up for an Oscar for that.
Jack needs to talk to Bill here. We got somebody named Bill that you need to talk to if it's your first time here. Okay?
Who?
What
done it?
Bill?
Okay.
Hi, Jake.
Give me a sec. I'm going to go get him.
I told you to wait in the car, Dad. I love that how upset he's getting about this movie, and then right
That's how
away
he always is.
watches.
That's why I was
Watches. But then another 30-minute video to like, just like, oh man, just condensing that rage. It's so great.
Like I said, I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Call me a motherfucker. Fuck you.
There he comes back.
Suck my penis.
Suck my, what?
What is going on?
Yeah, how did he?
He's not part of the show.
So, Simon, it's Jack. I can't kick him because you didn't make me a host.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't.
So, who else saw it and watched it other than and liked it other
Yeah,
than
in the
Crow?
audience. Yeah, with King, we got
King,
King, you
Oh,
liked
King
it?
doesn't want to
Okay,
raise
well,
his
fuck
hand.
It was a
thumbs up.
one-time watch. I thought the concept was excellent.
Don't
I mean,
change your
it could have
story
been
now.
more or better. What?
You said you loved it.
I did like it. I thought it could be better though. Like
Loved
I
it.
can watch
But now
it
that
one
you have him
time.
on the spot.
Like you can't watch it again because you know everything that's going to happen already. It's and it's Yeah, not that's even the worst interesting part to of go it. back and watch anything because there
Yeah,
was
you
no
go back, you can
major
find all the
clues.
details.
No, they
But
kind of showed you all
the thing
details.
is that as soon as you see that it's other people living in the house, There's no details to miss. It's okay. Some fucking idiot pulled a picture out and they're making it look like something's going on. And when the other guy, when the kid pissed on the other guy while he was sleeping,
I was like, what the fuck is that?
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you catch the Joker moment though?
Which one was the Joker moment?
Turbo. That kid Alec, he said a line from the Batman Joker or Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh, I never saw that movie.
Oh,
What?
you never seen
What?
the Heath Ledger Joker?
Oh, Heath Ledger. Sorry, I thought you said Joaquin Phoenix for some fucking stupid reason.
What was it? Let's go. Let's. What was it when he's on the top of the bridge? He says, "I can't remember the quote now."
The top of the bridge. When the
Have
fuck
you
was he
ever
on a
danced with the
bridge?
Devil in the Pale Moonlight.
That's Jack Nicholson.
That was Jack Nicholson.
I asked that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
Yes.
So what's the line? I don't
remember now.
Oh, for
Google.
fuck's sake.
Where's Damien? We need Damien. Damien's
Yeah.
always on top
But
of the
Damien's
table.
not coming tonight.
No.
Did anybody else watch the movie? Everybody
Yeah,
else,
Damien
everybody
didn't
upstairs
watch
is
it.
just staring into fucking space.
Oh, by the way,
I watched
The
it.
very intro was terrible. Why watch it?
for your record, I looked it up. Helen Hunt was in a movie called The Sessions, which came out in 2012, and she plays a sex surrogate. Has sex with someone who's completely paraplegic from polio. So just so
Does
you know.
she have
Helen
to, like,
Hunt
make
out
it
here
seem like she
putting
likes it?
in great work is what I'm saying. Tell me who's got a career like Helen Hunt right now. I mean, I'm just saying.
Is that our movie
So
for next
that,
week?
yeah, no. Next week we're talking about The Consultant. Which holy fuck!
Wow,
I started that.
That looks
today.
so good. That looks really good.
It's good.
So yeah, like I said, ICU. It started off with a decent premise, and then by them switching it the way that they did, and just showing automatically like it's just people in the attic, it fucked up the whole first half of the movie, and I just wasn't interested in the second half. Like I didn't care what happened to who and how and what and why. Like it cheapened it.
I was right there
checked
with you. I was right there with you.
So I figured that
So-
kid did it. That psycho kid that was terrorizing them. I figured he was going after the
Okay.
kids too. So I was actually kind of surprised it was the dad.
So I knew it was the dad from the very beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was
how,
the dad too from the very
Yeah,
beginning.
like,
I had an
opening-
inkling, but
as
I
soon as
didn't. I wasn't
as soon
sure.
as he threw the phone through the window, I was like, "That's the dude right there." I don't know how or when it's going to be revealed, but that's the guy.
Me when I was watching it and he threw it and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" In my head, I'm like, "Motherfucker, you threw the phone! Like, what the fuck did you expect?"
Right?
What the fuck? I threw a phone with all my force and it went through a window. Fuck! Like,
The
That
one
was his,
scene I didn't get
That
though
was his other
was
personality doing that.
when he killed the guy that she was sleeping with. He gets in a car. He goes, "You know who was there?" And the guy goes, "Good man." I was like, "What the fuck happened? What was that about?"
I thought he got in. I thought he got into the car and was telling the other guy that he didn't find what he was looking for or something like that. Like he had.
Is that what
told
it
his-
was?
I thought he told his partner.
yeah, no,
was
he went
looking
in to go
something.
look for a file.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, it wasn't there" or something like that.
Oh, okay, that makes more because it was like he killed the guy.
Yeah.
He gets in the car. He's like, he says some line, and the guy's like, "Good man." I was like, "Is the other guy okay with it? Are they like a
Yeah,
No,
his-
the guy
I don't think
didn't
his
know.
partner knew about it.
The
Yeah, I
guy,
don't think
no, his
knew.
partner had no idea.
nah?"
So I don't know about you guys. I'm fucking done talking about that movie.
Yes, yeah.
I see you. Okay. All right. Well,
I see you.
I guess I see you could be in the I see you.
Well, it's all over TikTok. Okay.
That's all over TikTok.
Oh, that
See?
movie.
That's
Is it
People on
really?
TikTok.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, the
it
whole
became
point
so
of TikTok
popular
is
all of
that
a
people on
sudden.
TikTok are easily entertained. That's like the entire concept of TikTok.
So next movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Holy shit! Was I laughing? for
The
this
first
movie.
Academy Award-winning movie with a dildo fight.
Dildo and a butt plug,
right?
I bet.
And a butt plug fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
That's got Emmy excited.
Now I gotta find this movie.
So, okay, who all watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I couldn't make it past 30 minutes.
Amazing.
Emmy, did you watch it?
Well, not yet, but I
Not
plan
yet.
to.
Okay.
We'll do a spoiler-free review.
No.
You already said there's a
No.
butt plug.
Yeah, I
No.
mean,
Okay, if you would have said
Here's the
that, I would
thing.
have watched it.
Dude, I got to the butt plug scene and then I fucking rewound it so my kid could watch it with us.
Oh my god.
Okay.
okay.
You'll need this later in life.
So for like how do you even
I haven't been this excited for a movie since like the last time that got me a movie that got me this hype was Being John Malkovich.
Never seen it.
You never seen that one?
I saw. I don't remember much about it, but I did see it at the time. I remember it was very weird. Like this movie was very weird.
Yeah.
So did you watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. I watched I'm an hour and 6 minutes, but my wife had wanted to see it. And I knew we needed to watch it, but she was like, you started watching it. And I'm like, I will happily rewatch this movie from the beginning just to watch it. So
you would have needed to go another 14 minutes to see the butt plugs.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I know. Okay, yeah, I figured. See, just like you, I pick up on clues. Okay, I see clues when she literally at some point, everyone knows what I'm talking about. But you know, she like shows the award, and I'm like,
Yeah,
right, well, that's
and the
gonna
award's a
feature
butt plug. I was
prominently.
laughing my ass off.
Yeah, this movie does this thing, this trope that I love, like more than anything else, more than my children. It's like what happens in movies, like when the person has all of a sudden gets these like skills, and they're like going through the skills, and they're like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. And this movie does it like perfectly.
Kind of like the Matrix.
Fighting.
When they're like when they download, it's like,
yeah,
I know kung fu.
Boom.
Yeah, they start. You know.
So it's a mixture of that. It's a mixture. I found I was able to make a correlation with the movie The One as well. It's just in this case, the other people aren't dying and they're not becoming more powerful, right? So like in The One, when he would go to the different universes and kill his counterpart, he became more powerful.
Yeah.
So I kind of attributed it to that as well.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's great. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah. So for those
from here on out, we'll just refer to it as everything.
Yeah. So for those who haven't seen it, it follows an Asian family. I believe they're Chinese.
They definitely
yeah, because they speak Cantonese and Mandarin.
And she says her father's coming in from China.
Yeah. Oh, does she?
That was
Mr. Clues over here.
I never miss a clue in a movie. I never said that.
My detective
I never said I never miss a clue.
Wasn't the father was James Hong, right?
James Wong.
Yeah. James, no, the guy James Hong is the guy from Big Trouble in Little China. He played
James Wong.
Yeah.
It's Wong. WANG.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was HONG. Okay.
You got the name.
There you
Wong?
go. Is that fucking? Yeah, you got the name Wong.
I'm not racist.
How fucking hilarious. Okay, short round. What's his name in real life? It's Hey Q Kwan or something like that?
Kihi Kwan.
Kihi Kwan.
Daniel? No.
Kihi Kwan.
Okay.
He also
His
played
fucking name
Data
in this
in the
movie
Goonies.
was hilarious. Waymond.
Well, yeah.
Not Raymond. It was fucking Waymond.
I thought for
laughing.
sure the whole movie his name was Raymond, and that they were just pronouncing it Waymond.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Wait, in the movie, what wasn't the name? Gong Gong or something? Are we talking about the same one?
No, that's what.
Oh no, sorry.
what they call it,
So first of all,
Grandpa?
it's James Hong is his name, HONG.
That's what I said.
In the movie, his name was Gong Gong.
Right.
Sorry,
okay.
I'm looking through my nose hole right now. This fucking
Completely, you were completely.
yeah. So
Didn't pick up on any clues.
Yeah.
But,
it basically so it
Stuck
follows
on
this
a theme.
these two specific people or three specific people, and there's multiverse jumping because as it goes with any multiverse led story, there's something happening in one multiverse, and one person from another multiverse is the only person who can help out. What the fuck are you doing? It's like you're miming what I'm saying. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? So,
Sorry, I just went to another universe
Yeah.
where I was tap dancing.
but so
Yes.
the rub,
I have a new skill
the rub
now.
in this one is that for the person to jump, basically multiverse jump and acquire the skills of one of their counterparts for one of the other universes, they have to do something completely unexpected.
Right.
So Wayman fucking pulls a fucking tube of chapstick out of a fanny pack and just starts chewing on the motherfucker, and I'm there like, oh, that's fucking just wrong.
Yeah, you notice like every
and
time
then-
he always like eats food that's already been eaten, or he
Yeah.
gets gum from under the desk that's
Yeah.
already been chewed
Oh,
and
fuck.
things like that all throughout the movie.
And how fucking like were you like? I didn't know who was in this movie. I went into it knowing absolutely nothing about it.
Right.
When I saw
knew-
Jamie Lee Curtis, I fucking was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like so
And her
fucking
hard
surprised. Yeah.
She had a couple of hangers.
Yeah.
I didn't even
So
know that
I
was her
loved. I
until
love
Only
looked it
detail
up.
of the movie
I
that
love-
I
Really?
Yeah,
So
but I
Jamie Lee Curtis plays an IRS agent, and where we're talking about the butt plugs is this family, they're being audited, and she makes reference to these butt plugs that are on her desk, and they're basically awards for like being employee of the month or auditor of the month or something, which I just thought was absolutely fucking brilliant. So like I said, to be able to multiverse jump to acquire these powers, you have to do something unexpected. So at one point, the main character, Michelle Yeoh, I don't remember what her name was in the
Michelle
movie.
Yeoh.
What was her name in the
Yeoh.
movie again?
Bella.
everything.
Evelyn? Was it Evelyn? Or something like that?
Evelyn, yes.
Evelyn. So Evelyn is in the process of fighting with this guy, and because he wants to acquire powers, he sees one of these butt plugs.
Right up.
So she stares at him and she knows what's coming. So you actually see him fucking undo his belt and pull down his pants. And then he tries grabbing this butt plug to jam it up his ass, but she keeps getting it out of his reach. And at one point, it gets thrown on the floor. And then
another
you see
guy
this
comes
one
in,
guy
right?
jump. And so he's not wearing any pants, no underwear, and they fucking pixelated his jump like they do in Japanese porn. And he flies through the air and lands right on this butt plug. So he starts fighting. And then the guy who was originally trying to do it, he joins in on the fight, but there's an even longer dildo that's just sticking out of his ass, wiggling around while he's fighting. I'm just there.
That scene was hilarious.
Laughing my fucking ass off.
That's literally where I stopped. Actually,
There was
just
also
before
like
that,
another
so I
dildo
didn't
fight at some
know.
point, right?
Well, how do you know
Yeah,
what
there was
time
another
it is?
dildo fight
In the hallway?
where the daughter gets hit with a baton.
It was kind of like
And
that,
then she
you know,
grabs it and it turns into two massive dildos and
yeah,
she kills
it was
somebody
like
with
that. It was like that scene from the Star Wars where Darth Vader was coming down the hallway, killing all those guys, except that she had dildos.
Yeah, exactly. So, did you pick up on the culture joke? So the first time
not.
that all of these multiverses, it's basically built on the fact that it shows all the possibilities for different decisions that you could have made in your life. So instead of going turning left, you went right, and so in this alternate reality, it shows what happens if your life had become of that.
Right.
So the first time they show Evelyn's branch, remember? They show her being born and being brought out to her father. And did you pick up on what they said to him?
No.
Yeah, sorry, it's a girl.
Said, "I'm sorry."
Oh
it's
yeah,
a girl.
yeah. Oh, sorry, it's a girl. Right.
I
Okay, yeah,
fucking choked on what I was eating.
Right.
At the fact that they fucking threw that in there. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because I think that there was a thing in China.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know if it's still a thing or not, but you can only have 2 kids, right? And so
I think they were only allowed one.
Yeah.
Is it one? Okay, and so there a lot of people didn't want to have girls; they wanted to have a boy because they only had one chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of girls were killed, from what I understand.
Right.
That's because they were born a girl.
That's the rumor.
But the fact that they put that in there, I was like, fuck. And it caught me so off guard. I literally choked on what I was eating. And I had to rewind it because my wife didn't really pick up on it the first time. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, watch this shit. So there was that. I mean, it's so hard to just to even just describe the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like The Matrix meets Quantum Leap.
The one
meets Indiana Jones. I don't know, I didn't realize that was that's the kid from Indiana Jones, right? Short Round.
Yes.
Yeah, Short Round.
Who hasn't acted in over 20 years, by the way, and got an Academy Award for this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's incredible. Do you know all of the all of the VFX were done by
nine
amateurs, right?
people. No, 5 people.
9.
Is it 5? Is it 9?
It was 9. It was 9.
I heard
they all
5.
taught themselves.
No, it's 9.
Yeah, they were all self-taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-taught. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We all checked IMDb. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I did, and actually, I watched an interview, and that guy said that he just went and got this agent, a buddy of his. Like 2 weeks later, his agent, told him about this role, and he didn't think he'd get it because, he hasn't worked in 20 years, and like a few weeks later, he got it.
Mm-hmm.
His agent, by the way, is the kid also from the Goonies. He's the chubby kid.
Oh no way!
That's his. That's his agent.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's an entertainment agent now.
And another thing, that interviewer asked Michelle, what she thought of the movie, and she was like, "I still have no idea what it's about. I'm in it." She couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But she was the woman from The Witcher, Blood Origins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, where's this movie on? What service?
So for
Amazon
me,
Prime.
for Canada, it's on Prime.
It's on. I think you can get it on Amazon here.
Amazon Prime, if you have an Amazon.
Well, in the U.S.
Or
here,
Showtime,
I had to
or
watch it on
Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime. All right.
But you gotta pay for it in the U.S. though,
Yeah. Shit.
unless you have Showtime.
Do you know
It's on
originally?
Paramount Plus.
This I think I saw in an interview. They originally wanted
really?
Jackie Chan, right?
Yes.
Who I love. And I've
Yeah,
loved
it was Michelle Yeoh that said it.
since
She said. Yeah.
1993 when she was in a movie with Jackie Chan and she was like doing her own stunts too. So also she looks incredible. She literally looks the same. You talk about like Helen Hunt aging. Michelle Yeoh has not aged.
No, but she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
She was also
really
in
good there.
Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it was another good movie.
Did she win an Oscar for that?
And this movie?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe she did.
For Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Yeah, she won the
I
she won the
believe she
award.
did,
yeah.
yes.
She did win that. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
both her and Short Round won it.
There was a lot of people won Oscars, and nobody got slapped this year, so that was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
But I gotta say, I did
letdown.
enjoy Short Round in this movie. I thought he did it. He pulled it off really well.
Yeah, he did a really good job in this movie.
Yeah, but like the whole range of emotions and everything, like considering the fact that it's been so long since he's acted, the fact that he was able to portray all those emotions in the movie, I thought was fucking amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
yeah. He did a fantastic job.
Well, yeah, it goes from like, oh my god, what's going on, and then,
yeah.
All right, we've got to go. There's agents, right?
And there was
like
some
the
fucked up worlds in that, like the fucking
was
hot
kinda-
dog fingers, and they're sucking on the fingers, and then you see mustard
they come
Oh, fuck,
mustard and ketchup out of the tip.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
I like the raccoon. raccoon.
Oh yeah, the
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. And I've never even seen Ratatouille, but I knew what it was.
Yeah.
But how fucking hilarious was that when she walks out and just pulls the hat off? He's like, no.
And then she picks him up and she's running after the truck.
Yeah.
Throws. Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, it's really hard to describe the movie because it's so all over the place, but worth a watch. It's definitely worth at least one go through of the movie.
Yeah, and he was like the eternal optimist, and she's like the nihilist, right? And I guess my interpretation of it was that for people to kind of to come to terms with the choices they made in life, and also to come to terms with the choices other people has made in life.
One thing I was happy with was when they showed the version or the world where she walked away from Waymond.
Waymond?
She became that massively famous movie star and everything like that. Right? And my first thought was, well, what the fuck happened to him? Like, are you trying to tell me that he's the only fucking reason why you're so fucking miserable now? And then later on in that same world, they show that he's actually a CEO.
Right.
And it's funny because we watch stuff with subtitles here because my wife has trouble with loud sounds. And they actually refer to him as CEO Waymond. That was fucking hilarious. So I did like the fact that it showed that it wasn't just because of him that she has a shit life. It's also like her outlook and everything.
Right.
Right. So
and it was
I did like that they didn't kind of throw him under the bus for that.
And it was interesting that after all of the different versions of themselves that they experienced, and they chose to go back to the same life they had before, but have a different outlook.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. In some of them, because that's it. In the hot dog world, Evelyn ends up with Jamie Lee Curtis again, but in another world.
It's like she's in a lesbian relationship with Jamie Lee Curtis in that one.
Yeah.
They were like sucking on each
other's
fingers
with her toes and everything.
Hot dog fingers.
But there's another version where it is the thing where they went to go and do the audit where they end up together at the end of the out on the outside of the laundromat.
Right, laundromat. Right.
Yeah, so it's not in everyone where they have that existing relationship. They end up starting a relationship in one of those universes.
Can someone explain the rock world? Because I didn't understand that.
The rock world was a version of reality where humans never evolved. Or life
so
never evolved.
the conditions of the earth never allowed for humans to evolve from that primordial ooze. And the fact that they put the subtitles there,
right,
dude, I was fucking laughing. And then when Evelyn's like ha 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 ha, and they're fucking putting the subtitles up, dude, I was fucking laughing so hard.
The rocks are like moving towards each other.
Yeah, and then she turns around and it's got the fucking Google eyes on it, dude.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck?
I just recently learned also that this movie was directed by the same duo directors that did Swiss Army Man, and if you haven't seen it, it's got very similar humor in it.
Well, I do know that the Russo brothers were producers. I don't think they were directors, but they were producers on the movie.
Yeah, they were not directors.
Yeah. These guys are both named Dan's. Like one guy's named Dan something, and there's another one named Daniel or something like that. But they both directed Swiss Army Man, and it's got the humor is very, very similar in both movies.
Okay.
So if you do like this movie, you'll probably like Swiss Army Man, and vice versa. If you don't like one or the other, you probably won't like either one of them.
Another thing that I thought was funny was later on in the movie. So in the Alpha universe, Evelyn is dead. And there's a part in the movie where Evelyn has acquired this power where she's able to be like fucking all-knowing and exist in all universes all at once. And she starts yelling. And then in every other universe, you see her yelling. And then the one that she's fucking dead, the urn fucking opens up and you see you're fucking yelling coming out of the urn. I was like, are you like, how fucking How are they keeping track of all this shit? First of all, second of all, the people who wrote this movie must have been fucking high on something, like for years building up to and while watching this fucking movie.
Right.
Because that's why, like I said, it's like you can have like for people who have seen it, you can have conversations like, oh, do you remember this part? Oh, do you remember that? But when you're trying to explain it to somebody who hasn't seen it, it's almost fucking impossible.
Well, they throw so much at you at one time. It's really kind of
hard. And the fucking bagel, like how the fuck do you explain the bagel to somebody?
Yeah, and also that same big circle, that was a big circle she was making on their tax forms, right? Like she kept circling it, and it looked like that bagel, which is kind of like, like a black hole that's sucking everything in.
So that's why it's like it's a fun movie to watch. I'm glad I restarted it.
Now, did that win? What's up? Did that win?
I was gonna say we got obsessed a couple of years ago. We got obsessed with like multiverses, right? Like Marvel did that. There's like there's a couple other movies. It was always like a trope, but I feel like it's just kind of expanded, right? And so that's kind of like, I mean, Dark Wolf nailed it too, because he was like saying like living with the choices, right? Because the scene that got me was when he's explaining, he's like, this is like the worst version of yourself, like you're the ultimate loser, right? And even that scene is like brilliantly acted, and that she's like trying to like realize that but like also getting a moment to like kind of turn it around.
Well, at the end of the day, the happiness, I mean, you could have the best job and the best house and the best car and everything, but happiness is really all about your outlook on life. True happiness is about your outlook. If you have an outlook on life that's miserable, you're going to be miserable no matter what you got. But if you're an optimist like Wayman, if you're like Wayman and you're the optimist, then you're going to be happy no matter what.
Yeah.
And
well, the thing is, though, is that he also wasn't happy, right? Because he's the one who got the divorce papers, hoping that it would spark conversation.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So he wasn't like, I guess you could say that he was optimistic in hoping that it would spark the conversation. She wouldn't just rip it out of his hand and fucking sign it.
Right.
But that he also wasn't happy.
Right. I don't think that he wanted necessarily to dissolve the relationship, but he was like you say, he was giving that to her in hopes that it would spark something in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I say this is one I would say absolutely watch it. I see you just fucking burn it. If you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's worth a watch. If you're not into sci-fi and all that kind of stuff, don't watch it.
If you have a heart,
what are you mad at me for?
I'm not.
So did this movie actually win Best Picture in the Academy Awards?
That I don't know. All I know is that Short Round and Michelle Yeoh won it.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I don't think it won Best Picture.
That was a pretty good show. I like the part where Jimmy Kimmel was like saying, if you're going to try to do something this year, you got to get past the Mandalorian and you got to get past the Spider-Man and all these people actors in a row. It was really funny.
Yeah, I don't watch the Oscars, so I don't know what happens. Really.
Did you see the Chris Rock one when he got the slap?
Best Picture, Best Director.
Best
they
actress,
said that Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. So won 7 awards, including Best Picture.
A lot of people said that Chris Rock thing was like set up, like it was fake. But after he got slapped, the doctor looked at him and he said for sure that he had Fresh Prince on his face.
Yeah.
Get it?
I heard that like a year ago. So.
This is the first time I ever heard that joke. I don't know.
Did he ask the Will Smith of Dockers?
No, that was a Rodney joke.
Rodney's not here, bud.
Oh, he's not. Oh.
No. Everyone left.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you are into sci-fi,
if you like movies,
and you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth a watch. What? At least once. I watched it 1.5 times.
So yeah, no, it gets out of 10 butt plugs, it gets 9.
9 butt plugs.
9 butt plugs out of 10.
I just
it's a very long movie though. It's like 3 hours almost, right?
It's 2.
It's 2 hours and
20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, it feels like 3 hours. Yeah, well, we agree on that.
Well, it's just because they put so much into it, and there's so much that happens in such a small amount of time.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens in it.
Yeah,
but overall, I thought it was definitely better than I See You.
Oh, absolutely! Like hands down, without it, like I don't even have to fucking think about that.
You guys are from a different planet.
We're different universe, yeah.
Name one fucking universe where ICU was better than fucking Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, there may be one universe where I like that movie.
I just thought there's like too much shit going. There was different parts of it I did like, but yeah, all in all, I just really didn't. Like I did think some of this shit was just out there. Like I said, I did love the Raccatoonie or however the hell you pronounce that. Yeah, and I mean the hot dog thing was different.
So
I'd say the shoving butt plugs up your ass to be able to have a fist fight was pretty fucking interesting.
So he did like I See You, but did not like Everything All at Once. Is that right?
Yeah. I wouldn't go and say I hated everything, but I really don't think I'd watch it again. Like I'm kind of glad I did watch it because there was different things. But.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but I mean, I guess if I had to, I'd watch it again.
Oh, I don't. Well, again, that's one of the things. Like, that's not a movie I could see myself watching over and over again, like a lot of other movies that I've done.
Right.
But
okay, so like the girl,
you have to because your wife wants to see it.
So why was she wanting to kill herself again? Like end herself in the bagel?
Well, I think
so.
Because
she
wasn't
wanted
accepted
to do
by
it.
her mom, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was that, and it was also that after experiencing all those lies, because she was pushed by her mother in the Alpha universe,
right,
to be able to seamlessly blend with all the other universes, right? So she was the first one who was ever able to do it. And she found in all of her experience and in all of her access and everything like that, that for her life was it was nothing. Like there was no point to it. There was no nothing. So why bother even being there?
Right.
So that was her whole big thing. And if that's what it was like for her, then that's what it's like for everybody. Like she's no different from everybody else.
Right. So and Evelyn kind of had that outlook at some point in the movie, right?
Kind of
came out
but realized, yeah, exactly. But yeah, by the end, she realized that she wanted to repair that relationship with her daughter and everything. So yeah, it's like it was like a couple of old overdone storylines done in like a new way. I found
right.
Like the multiverse thing has been fucking done over and over and over again.
Yeah.
The I'm sad and I don't want to be here, somebody cheer me up has been done over and over and over again. The distanced relationship between the mother and daughter, so it's like they took all of these classic like story
tropes
plots and put them in a fucked up, just mash everything together as best we can movie.
Right. Well, they won an Oscar for that.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. So next week we've got The Consultant with Christoph Waltz. I started watching that today. I'm on episode 3, and I fucking cannot wait to get back into this. Very interesting so far. Very fucked up so far. But apparently it's right up my alley. Tomorrow night we have the second episode of the Texas 3. If I'm not mistaken, it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to come back on Thursday for our Comedy Night in the Metaverse, our professional comedy show. And then next week on Monday, we've got our beta show. And right before beta show, we've got Joke Club. So if you're looking to get into comedy, give it a shot. Show up at 7:30. And there's a whole clinic. The Crow is one of our most illustrious graduates from Joke Club so far. And then right after Joke Club, we've got the beta show, which is our pro-am night. So we've got people who are just starting out in comedy, trying out in front of an audience, as well as seasoned professionals like my co-host Faisal, who comes on from time to time to try some new bits and see how they work out. So we've got shows 3 days a week, every week for sure. Every second week, we've got that Texas 3, which is a 4th show for the week. And yeah. So make sure you guys come back, and we'll see you guys next week.
We love you. Thanks, Crow. King. X's.
We love you too.
The cast of Succession.
Good dressed up for you guys.
Yeah, it looked
it was noticed and appreciated, Crow.
And I sat in the front row for the first time in my life.
We're all out of our comfort zones.
And I hated it. And I can hear myself.
That's not very nice.
Peace, y'all.
And I didn't take any pictures.
Thanks,
hey,
guys. Thanks.
Also, if you want to check out watch parties and see the type of things you were discussed on Binge Nation, you can always check out Grown Folks Gaming, an amazing Discord with cool people you can hang out with. Have a great night, everybody.
Aren't you gonna give him a good old kiss tonight?
Thanks, Simon.
Woohoo!
No problem.
I love how he runs away giggling. No problem.
Need to fix the audio.
Oh.
Yo. Gotta fix the audio
What audio?
for the Jay's lounge.
Oh.
Yeah, what's it called?
Hey, Yoshi. Oh, Polka Stars.
Okay. No,